Jonathan, that was over to you.
Fantastic. Can I move this back? Thank you. Good afternoon. Is everybody comfortable? Yeah, of course, down here, nice and comfortable. Thank you all for attending. There's three of us here today from the Moscow English Theatre. We're based at the Moskovsky Theatre. And we tend to do contemporary British and American theatre. But every trained actor in Britain will, of course, have a Shakespeare in their back pocket. It's the core of what we study and what we learn. I've got two actresses that I was fortunate to find in Moscow at this time. We often fly actors and actresses over, but this was quite short notice, which I'm not complaining, don't worry. So we found two wonderful English actresses here. When you train in Britain, you tend to Chekhov and Shakespeare are sort of the backbone. It may mean that we never ever go and perform any Chekhov and Shakespeare, but they're sort of the backbone of our training. Chekhov for the realism and Shakespeare for the period style. And this is 450th anniversary today as well. I would get you all to sing happy birthday, but maybe we'll save that for the end. But when I said that we have speeches in our back pocket, it's always thought that especially as a younger actor, you should all have a couple of Shakespeares. You'll go for audition. Now, we've got three speeches for you today. We've got one from a tragedy, one from a history, and one from a comedy. So we cover the three ranges. They are, you might say, less well-known speeches. And there's the rub. You see, we are encouraged to look for speeches that are less well known. It's thought that if you, as a young actress, turned up to an audition and were to say, "Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?" Or if you, as a young man, were to come forward and say, "To be or not to be," you would be regarded as somewhat precocious, that you were above your station. So we have got three obscure or less well-known speeches, I should say. We're going to do these three speeches, and then we have a little surprise for you at the end. I hope it's a surprise. It may be a shock. The idea is it's meant to be a surprise to lighten it up. Shakespeare can be performed anywhere, you see, and that's what we're hoping to show at the very end. My two actresses are getting a little nervous, so I should move on. Yeah, I hope you're all comfortable there. If you're not, just realise you are watching it Shakespeare style. In the UK now, mainly it's the Royal Shakespeare Company and the Globe Theatre that perform Shakespeare. I was fortunate enough some years to go to work for the Royal Shakespeare Company. They slowly get through all of Shakespeare's plays over a cycle of about 4 or 5 years, and they throw in a few contemporaries of Shakespeare. The Globe Theatre is, of course, where you can stand and watch. So I once stood for 6 hours watching Shakespeare, and I never got tired, so you've only got to wait a few more minutes. This lady here, at one stage we're going to have to move you. Don't look so angry. No, you're fine at the moment, but we will need your chair at one stage. You may stay relaxed in that chair. Good, I've talked too much. I'm going to hand over to our first speech to Sarah Richardson. She trained at the Brit School in London, a very well-established school for young performers. She has a speech from Henry VI, Part 3. I wonder who knows Henry VI, Part 3. It's you do. You better get this right. It's set. What you have to do when you do a speech in the UK is normally briefly set the scene. I will be brief. We're on the battlefield. This is before the Wars of the Roses, the Lancastrians against the Yorkists. Sarah will be playing Queen Margaret. She's a strong woman. She's stronger than her husband. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. She's stronger than her husband. And she has captured the enemy, the person who is trying to usurp the throne. That's all we need to know. So let's hear it for
Brave warriors, Clifford and Northumberland, come, make him stand on this molehill here, that wrought at mountains with outstretched arms, yet parted but the shadow with his hands. What? You to be England's king? Was't you who revelled in our parliament and made a preachment of your high descent? Where are your mess of sons to back you now? The wanton Edward and the lusty George. Where's that valiant crook-back prodigy, Dickie, your boy, that with his grumbling voice was wont to cheer his dad in mutinies? Or, with the rest, where's your darling Rutland? Look, York, I stained this napkin with the blood that the valiant Clifford, with his rapier's point, made issue from the bosom of the boy, and if thine eyes can water for his death, oh, I give thee this to dry thy cheeks withal. Alas, poor York, but that I hate thee deadly, I should lament thy miserable state. I prithee, grieve to make me merry. What? Has thy fiery heart so parched thine entrails that not even a tear can fall for Rutland's death? Why art thou patient, man? Thou shouldst be mad, and I to make thee mad do mock thee thus.
Thank you very much, Sarah. There's so many powerful female speeches in Shakespeare. It's a Margaret Thatcher of the 15th century there. Okay, we're going to change the mood slightly now. I'm going to have to just do a few little arrangements here. I'm going to do a speech from The Two Gentlemen of Verona by William Shakespeare. I'm just roughing myself up a bit here because I'm trying to play a lower market type of character. This is can you all see at the back there, very pretty creature? Sorry, madam, I'm going to do you one more time. All you need to know in advance for this scene is that I am a servant, and my name is Launce, and I'm very much a home boy, but I've been given information that I have to travel away with my master. The rest is explained in the speech. I'm just going to change my shoes. Do I have time to change? We can talk amongst yourselves briefly, if you will. So, yes, I've been given instruction that I have to travel with my master. Sorry. Excellent. Launce from The Two Gentlemen of Verona. This hour ere I have done weeping. All the Lord's family have this very thought. I have received a message, and I must travel with my master to the imperial court. I have to leave my home. I think Crab, my dog, be the sourest-natured dog that lives. My mother weeping, my father wailing, our sister crying, our maid howling, the cat wringing her hands, and all the house in a great
perplexity, yet does this cruel-hearted cur shed not one tear. He is a stone. He's a very pebble stone, and he hath no more pity in him than a dog. Aye. What? A Jew would have wept to see our parting. What? My old grandma, look you, having no eyes, wept herself blind at my parting. Nay, I will show you the manner of it. This shoe is my father. No, this shoe is my father. No, this shoe is my mother. No, this can... No, yeah, nay, that cannot be. Nay, this shoe is my mother because it has the worser soul. So, this shoe with the hole in it is my mother, and this shoe is my father. Oh, pox on it, there it is. This stick is my sister, because she is as thin as a pencil. This hat is my grandma, the dog is me, and I am myself. No, that cannot be. No, the dog is himself, and I am the dog. No, the dog is me, and I am the dog. Oh, pox on it. Anyway, first of all, come I to my father. I say, Father, that was my mother. Father, I say, look you, Father, you must give me your blessing before I go. But look at it, he cannot speak for weeping. Oh. But then come I to my, is it my mother? Yeah, then come I to my mother. Mother, I must leave you, and I am monstrous sad to leave you. Mother, you must kiss me, farewell. Oh, there it is! My mother's breath all over. Oh. Then come I to my sister, but she cannot speak for weeping. And all this while does this hard-hearted cur shed not one tear.
You'll lose the tide.
What? I will lose the tide. I am called. If I lose the tide, I will lose the boat. If I lose the boat, I will lose my master. If I lose my master, I will lose my service. If I lose my service, I will lose my money. But I cannot lose the tide, for I think my tears could fill a river. And I must go. Come on, crab. Come on, crab. Here, boy. Here, boy. Come on, crab. Come. And it was very, very entertaining. Thank you very much. Now we move to tragedy, for we have a speech from Othello. Can I introduce to you, please, Sophia Floor, who is at Cambridge University, but we are so lucky that she happens to be spending I'll take this off now. Happened to be spending a year at Gittes, so she's dedicated her time to come and join us here now. She will do a speech from Othello, and we are in the bedchamber of Desdemona, in the castle. She is preparing Desdemona for bed. She will be playing the part of Emilia. Emilia is the wife of Iago, the bad character in that play, and she's also the lady's maid to Desdemona. And Desdemona's had a pretty bad day with her. She's had a bad man day, basically. And so they have this very short little exchange. So for Sophia.
But I do think it is their husbands' faults if wives do fall. Say that they slack their duties and pour our treasure into foreign laps, or else break out in peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us. Or say they strike us, or scant our former having in despite. Why, we have galls, and though we have some grace, yet we have some revenge. Let husbands know their wives have sense like them. They see and smell, and have their palates both for sweet and sour, as husbands have. But what is it that they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affection breed it? I think it doth. Is 't frailty that thus errs? It is so too. And have not we affections, desires for sport and frailty as men have? Then let them use us well. Else let them know the ills we do, their ills instruct us so.
I think you will agree, ladies, that he was an extremely powerful writer for women, getting into the women's minds. Now, thank you very much. Those are our 3 short speeches. We're going to try something a little different now. Madam, I'm going to just... you don't have to move. I just have a couple of things I need to get out from here. We thought we'd finish on a lighter mood, if that's all right with you. I've seen Shakespeare is very transportable, very flexible. He's like rubber, as you Russians would say. That I've seen Shakespeare performed at the bottom of the ocean. When they pretended it was the bottom of the ocean. I've seen Shakespeare performed out in space. Very rarely now do. The Globe does more traditional styled productions, but Shakespeare can be set anywhere. So with that in mind, what we thought we would try to do here was attempt the complete works of Shakespeare in 4, maybe 5 minutes. That's our aim. Then we have the complete works of Shakespeare. Of course, we are going to shorten them a little bit for this purpose. We won't be including the sonnets. I know you Russians love the sonnets, but there just wasn't time. I mean, it would have gone into 6 minutes, and that would have just we would have been thrown off the stage. So we thought we'd try the complete works of Shakespeare in 4 or 5 minutes. You might have to help at some stage if you've guessed what show it is. At any stage, you can particularly say. Anyone know how many plays Shakespeare wrote? 37. Very good. I think some common wisdom is now going around that there may have been 30. Who said 30? Was that you? 37 shows. We're going to give you the details later. One extra constraint to this is that we're going to do it Shakespeare style. Maybe you all knew this, but in Shakespeare's time, only men and boys acted. There were no women on stage. Women actresses or women on stage were regarded as low, common sorts of women. Are you listening, girls? That was the view. It wasn't until the 17th century that they first appeared on stage. So, for the complete works of Shakespeare, I will attempt all... Why did I do this? I don't know. I will attempt all the parts, the complete works of Shakespeare in 4, maybe 5 minutes to let you know the enormity of the task. The girls are now going to give us some facts about Shakespeare.
Shakespeare wrote 37 plays.
835,997 words.
Wow.
36,347 words a year.
99 words a day.
I'm going to have to be very quick with this, obviously.
The first was Comedy of Errors in 1589.
The last was Henry VIII in 1612.
Okay, the enormity of the task. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The complete works of Shakespeare in 4, maybe 5 minutes. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women simply players. Each plays their part, and I must play many parts, because first of all we are going to start with the English histories.
King John.
Oh, where's my land gone?
Richard II.
I don't really want to be king.
Richard III.
I want to be king. Kill, slash, chop off their head, suffocate children.
But then, my horse, my kingdom for a horse.
Henry IV, Part 1.
Henry IV.
A whore, a kingdom for my whore, and bring me some beer.
Henry IV, Part 2.
Beer, women. Never touch the stuff.
Henry V.
Once more unto the breach, dear friends, once more, cried God, for Harry, George, and England!
Henry VI, part 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, God, I've got no idea. No one will know those anyway, so it's really bad. Carry on, carry on.
Henry VIII.
Yes, please, I don't mind if I do have another wife.
His longest play was Hamlet at 30,000 plus words.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take up arms...
We haven't got time.
Yeah, you're right, sorry.
The shortest was Comedy of Errors at 14,701.
Right, the comedies, how are we doing for time?
Just get on with it. Comedy of Errors.
Comedies. I'm Antipholus! No, I'm Antipholus! No, I'm Antipholus! No, I'm Antipholus! I am!
I see 2 husbands.
Midsummer Night's Dream.
Midsummer Night's Dream is my favourite. Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter. I want her to marry him, but she wants to marry him. He loves her, she loves him, they love...
I know a bank where on the wild thyme grows, where oxlip and the wild thyme blows. There is a plant whose love's juice anointed will turn your eyes to the next person you see.
Bang! So now, boom!
He loves her, she loves him, she loves him, and he loves her. All's well that ends well.
Taming of the Shrew.
I hate bossy women. I hate sexist men.
Wow, she's hot. Wow, he's dreamy. Let's get it on.
Much ado about nothing.
Much ado about nothing. Blah, 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 men this. Blah, 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 men that. Blah, 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 blah.
I will stop thy tongue, woman. That's as you like it.
Love's Labour's Lost.
Love's like... I haven't got a clue. Any ideas?
How well he's read to reason against reading.
Is that from the play?
Yeah, it's from the play.
Very good.
Merry Wives of Windsor.
Merry Wives of Windsor. Ladies, I'm fat, I'm 50, and I'm here.
Falstaff, amend thy ways.
What? I'll amend my ways when thy amend thy face.
I know. If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it. Any clues? Viola? Olivia?
Twelfth Night, thank you very much. We're taking points now. Good. Let's move on.
Verona.
2 gentlemen. I did a speech from that earlier. Let's move on. Anything else?
Well, we've got 17 left.
17 left. Right, what should we do next? I know.
Ancient history.
Let's do the ancient histories. Good, I'm going to do the ancient histories. As soon as you know the ancient history, you must stop me. First one's easy. Stop me, it hurts. Et tu, Brute, the unkindest cut of all. Julius Caesar. Did you say that earlier? Egypt. I'm dying, Egypt. Fill my bath with milk. Antony and... It's only these people down the front working.
Let us have war, say I. War exceeds peace as day exceeds night. Peace is dull.
No, it's not George Bush the musical.
No, it's Coriolanus.
This one's easy.
Hello, Troilus. Hello, Cressida.
Troilus and Cressida. Very good. I can't think of one for Pericles, so I'm just going to say Pericles. What about this one?
I have just eaten my sons baked in a pie.
What is it, daughter? They've cut out my tongue. Chop off hands. Blah, 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 blah.
Titus Andronicus.
Good. What's next?
Rich men's sin.
Rich men sin and I eat root. Timon of Athens, you wouldn't have got that one in the month of Sundays. But anyway, let's go.
The more serious comedies.
Now the more serious comedies. All that glisters is not gold. Prick me, do I not bleed? Tickle me, do I not laugh? Merchant of Venice, very good. What's next?
The Tempest.
That's the Tempest. Oh shit, it's cold.
A Winter's Tale.
Very good. And I can't think of anything for.
The Immortal Saint Eric. direction.
There was the immortal stage direction, exit pursued by a bear from that show. Okay, what's next?
Some rise by sin, some fall by virtue.
No, I don't know that one.
What's mine is yours, what's yours is mine?
No idea.
Measure for measure.
Measure for measure, we're nearly there. Cymbeline, I'm going to throw that one in. And of course, how could we have forgotten?
Romeo! Romeo! Wherefore art thou Romeo? Looks a bit like Eurovision Song Contest. Wherefore art thou Romeo? Two houses at war, but I love you and you love me. Let's run away together. Ah, priest, poison. He's still alive.
Romeo and Juliet, let's move on.
Hey, quickly, just the tragedies.
Just the
left.
tragedies, you've got to help us
Ending.
finish this off, right? Desdemona! Desdemona! Othello, thank you very much. Oh, blasted heath! Oh, blasted daughters! King Lear, very good. Is this a dagger I see before me? I must lose the milk of human kindness to do this deed. Macbeth, and to conclude, we've done them all. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio! From Hamlet, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much. Write letters of complaint to the library. Thank you very much.